Grand Slam of curling, Canadian Open Draw 2. John Morris won this event 3 times as Kevin Martin's third, now trying to win a skip of his own rink. Second end, no score. Morris sitting 1, draws it to the top 8. They would score 3 in the end to lead 3-zip. Fifth end, tied at 3, Jim Cotter, line 3, as you saw there, with the hammer. Draws in close to the butt. Oh, that'll score 4. T. Morris goes on to win. 7-4 is your final. Draw 3, Jeff Stoughton has won the last 5 meetings against Brad Gushue. 8th and final end were tied at 5. This one was an exciting one. Stoughton with the hammer, facing 1. And he will convert the single takeout to earn his 6th straight victory versus Gushue. 6-5 was the final in that one.
It was one of those games. It looked like you dominated most of the game, but they just wouldn't go away.
No, I mean, we were just saying, great 7.5 ends. The back end let us down in 7 there, or in 6, I mean. But, yeah, we had great ends every single end. The front end set us up great, and we were able to finish off a couple. And just disappointed we dead nutted a couple in 6 there. Unbelievable.
Well, that's the way it goes, as you know. But, here we are. We got the last event before the trials for you guys. And how happy are you with where you guys are at, and what do you got planned between now and the trials?
We're pretty happy. I mean, we're about that far away from being where we want to be. So we've got about 10 days after this to throw rocks and practice, and looking forward to it. I mean, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of pressure, but we'll see what we can do.
Well, I know you guys have had a good start, 2 wins here. What do you got to do the rest of the pool, and how are things been here in Medicine Hat so far?
So far, so good. I mean, the ice is a little straighter than we were anticipating on some of the hits, but draw weight's been good. We're just going to have to, win 2 more. We're going to be playing on the weekend, and that's what we've got to do.
6-5 the final score, and here's Mike McEwen with Joan McCusker.
Thanks, Rob. Mike, breathing a little sigh of relief, just squeezing one out past Brendan Botcher, the young player. He's also representing Canada at University. You did that as well. Would you have any advice for him?
No. You know what? It was so long ago, I almost can't remember. It was about, I think, 10 years ago that we went. So I'm honestly having trouble. It's a little foggy.
So you're trying all fall to get ready for the Olympic trials in your hometown. How has that preparation been going for you?
It's been going well. We had a great start to the year. We had a hiccup a couple of weeks ago, but we kind of, maybe playing a little bit too much. So it was nice. I think we're on target for practice and rest and getting some games this week.
What would you expect to get out of this particular event? What kind of goals would you set for your team to be ready for that trials in just 2 weeks' time?
Well, I think it's creating that. This event creates that atmosphere for us. It's perfect as far as we've got a bunch of trials teams in our pool, so it's bringing your try bring your top game to every game, and that's what you're going to need at trials. You're going to have a really good round robin.
Do you foresee having any more distractions, being that the trials are at home in Winnipeg? Are there some distractions? How will you deal with it?
Sure, absolutely. Winnipeg media loves curling. But at the same time, there are some distractions with it, but I think there's some adrenaline that comes with the crowd. So there's good and bad, and just how you handle it, you can make them kind of all go your way, I think.
Well, thanks very much for your time, Mike. Good luck with this event.
Thanks very much, John.
Got to capitalize when Kevin Martin makes a mistake. Canadian Open draw 4 again. Mike McEwen's Winnipeg rink taking on John Epping and his team from Toronto. Third end. Epping up 3-1, sitting 1 with the hammer. Epping plays the raise to the button. Nice touch. Scores 2 to take a 5-1 lead. Fifth end. McEwen looking to draw to the button. But too light. Epping steals 2, wins it 7-1, improves to 2-1 for the tournament.
More from the Grand Slam of curling draw 4. We have William Lyburn's Winnipeg rink taking on Kevin Martin's rink out of Edmonton. 8th end, Martin up 6-4, sitting 1 on his final stone. Looking for the single takeout, plays it. Heavy, ends up removing 2 of his own rocks. So that sets up Lyburn facing 1 with the hammer and a chance to take it to extra ends. This is his chance.
Roll out? Are you kidding?
Oh my!
No, we're not kidding. Over curls it. He only scored 1, so Martin wins 6-5 in a close.
Who doesn't love fries and gravy? Grand Slam of Curling, Canadian Open, draw 4. 2 Ontario rinks squaring off. Glenn Howard against Mark Kean, 7th end. Howard up 5-4. Attempting the single takeout.
Girl enough.
And it does happen.
Beautiful.
Keeps the yellow in play. Then Howard with the hammer. Will sneak it by the top guard.
It just
Takes
gets
out
by.
shot rock.
What a great sweep.
So
Punches
good.
out
Scores
the
3.
red.
Glenn Howard wins 8-4 the final. Long road ahead for the Oilers. Off to the Grand Slam of Curling, the Canadian Open, draw 7. 2013 Masters champion Glenn Howard taking on Norwegian Olympian Thomas Ulsrud. 4th end tied at 1. Ulsrud facing 1 with the hammer. And forget the pants. He takes out all 3 of his own stones. Howard steals 4 and takes a 5-1 lead. Look at those pants. 7th end now 5-3. Howard facing 2 with the hammer. His draw is too light. Ulsrud would steal a pair to tie it at 5. Off to the final end where Howard with the hammer facing 1. You know this was going to happen. He takes out shot stone, scores 2. Howard gets the win 7-5 over Ulsrud.
Grand Slam of Curling. Draw 9. Stoughton taking on Martin. Kevin Martin from Alberta. And Jeff Stoughton from Manitoba. They're fighting for top spot in the group. 2nd end, Martin down 1-0. Sitting 1 with the hammer on the tap. Gets the stone to the spin right into the button. That is a great shot. Scores 2 to take a 2-1 lead. 3rd end, Stoughton facing 2 with the hammer. He'll miss the raise. And Martin will steal 2 to take a 4-1 lead. So we go to the 5th end. Martin up 4-2 with the hammer and the focus. And he will draw to the button, scoring 4. And Stoughton concedes as Martin takes it 8-2. The final and 4.
A little bit of margin for error for these guys.
Yeah. Hard. Clean. Hard. Yes.
He seems to like it.
Yes. Hard.
Gets it.
That'll do.
Big win for Gushue.
Nice.
Big win indeed.
Yes, it was well played game by the entire Gushue team.
You know what? He beat Kevin Martin last night to put a blemish on Martin's record through the round robin.
Came up a bit, eh?
And a big win for Gushue here in a quarterfinal.
Glenn Howard has won 8 of the last 9 matches against Kevin Cooey. This is the men's semifinal. 8th end, Cooey up 3-1, facing 1 Howard Stone. Needs the takeout with his last rock for the win. Cooey, normally efficient in this type of position, but he completely misses his shot. And Cooey, along with everybody else that follows curling, can't believe it. Howard with the hammer needs to hit and stick for 2 points and force extra ends. It has good weight, and no question about it, it would tie it up at 3. Off to extra ends. Cooey with the hammer needs to draw to the 4-foot for the win. He's already made 1 mistake. Will he make number 2? No mistake. Cooey wins 4-3, advancing to the final. He will face Brad Gushue on Sunday. Bulls. Grand Slam of Curling, Canadian Open final. Brad Gushue and Kevin Cooey both looking for their 2nd slam title as a skip. 7th end. Gushue down 4-3, sitting 1 with the hammer. Needs to draw close to the button, but it's 2. Scores just 1. Tied at 4. Gushue knows that was costly as Cooey has the hammer heading into the final end. 8th end, Team Cooey's 2nd, Carter Rycroft, tries to raise the guard onto his own rock, but misses. Gushue sitting 2 and in great position. Final rock. Cooey now facing 3 with the hammer. Gushue can barely watch.
Trying to play an in-off for the win. It's very close. Here we go.
Look at
Is he going to get it? He gets it.
Great shot.
Great shot. Tremendous shot by Cooey to score 1 and the win. Team Cooey is your Grand Slam of Curling Canadian Open champion.
That's generous, Jerry.
No bounds, guys. No bounds.
Line's good, guys.
Results oriented. He's been big shot here for Rob.
Straight freeze.
All's forgiven. He
Line's
makes this
good.
one.
Got a curl.
Just a 6.
The line's
Got a curl? It's got to come now.
got to move a lot.
Hard,
Boy,
guys,
it's
hard.
just hanging.
Okay, well, it's got a curl. It's got a curl. It's got a curl. Really got a curl. It's got no line.
Wow, that one didn't find a line at all.
And line 3. So draw for 4.
Weight was perfect.
Perfect weight. That one didn't curl.
Last rock. Jim Cotter for Team Morris.
Line's
Ready
good.
to open this game
Line's
up.
good. Line's good. Line's great, fellas. Right on the tee line. Right on the tee. Line's great, boys.
Sweepers seem to like this one, Rob. On off it most of the
Oh,
way.
boy, Jimmy, great toss.
And look at that, right to the tee line, and that is 4 red for John Morris's squad. And this game certainly takes a turn. It is now 7-3. Team Morris leading Team Fowler. Draw number 2 in Medicine Hat. And the last rock, 4th end, tied at 1. Thomas Ulsrud and his team at 1 and 2. They desperately need the win.
Doesn't have much ice. He's obviously playing for a fade here on this outturn of his.
Starting to bust. Oh, he
look at
clips
this.
it. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, could be 4 red. Oh, my.
It is
What
4.
a change in the weather. All he had to do was try to pick it out, and wow, yeah.
And there's Glenn's reaction is incredible.
Clips his own yellow, and out they go, and a score, a steal of 4 by Glenn Howard. That is some interesting curling.
Comes down to this, the 2013 Canadian Open.
Says it all.
Final stone for Kevin Cooey. Trying to play an in-off for the win.
Yes!
It's close.
It's very close. Here we go.
Look at
Is he going to get it? He gets it.
Great shot. Wow.
Isn't that amazing? Considering he missed that same kind of shot to take control of the game earlier. Beautiful shot by
What
Kevin Cooey.
a finish. I think we just might have seen the shot of the game, too.
Oh, for sure.
I don't want to limb on that one, Bruce.
Wow.
Well, he was due to make one. You know, he missed that 1 in
That's right.
5 and had a couple of opportunities earlier in the game, but when it mattered most, he was there.
Boy, kudos to him for stepping up and just nailing a key shot to win his 2nd career Grand Slam as a skip.